All right, so this lesson is called the Heredity Lab, and this is what we're going to kind of do to kick off the first chapter in genetics. And you're going to be partnering up with somebody, and you're going to see what a baby would look like between you two. Obviously, here at our school, we don't have a lot of ladies, so you may just have to have fun and pretend that your partner is a guy or a girl, just so everything works out. Here, page 1, and there's multiple pages to this activity. And so we'll walk through it and I'll help you understand it. So here's page 1. Page 1 is about you thinking about yourself. And it wants to know from characteristic 1 all the way down to the bottom of this page, all the way down to where you're identifying your gender. All of these traits you need to identify on this side. Sorry. This column right here. Everything down here is where you're going to identify the traits you have. Notice that the traits are, the characteristic or trait for skin color could be darker skin or lighter skin, hair color, darker or lighter, and it goes all the way down. You got earlobes, mouth, everything, right? So if you thought for example, if your skin color was black, it says you'd choose a capital S. So on this part, you would circle the capital S because you have darker skin. If you have your eye color and your eyes are green, you would see that the green is symbolized with a lowercase e. Recessive trait, really. Notice all the recessive traits are lowercase letters, all the dominant trait are capital letters, right? So at this, for number 5, you would do this. Maybe you're wondering, there's a lot of traits here that aren't so clear and understandable, like widow's peak. What is that? What is nose shape? How do I know if I have a round or pointed nose? How do I know if I have a cleft chin or not, right? So let's talk about that. What you need to do is go to a website, and it'll be linked to the assignment on Google Classroom, but I'm going to show it to you right now also. So you're going to use the link from Google Classroom to get to this page. This page 3 through 9, have pictures for each trait. Don't look at the letters or anything, just find the traits. So let's use this for example. I clicked on page 3. Let's see what the traits are on page 3. Page 3 are chin shape. There you go. So would you have a round chin or a square chin? So whatever trait you think is closest to you, square or round, that's where you would go back to the worksheet. So let's find, and so even though we don't see a chin shape to match perfectly from the website to here, it says face shape. So based on the chin shape trait you see, do you feel like you have more of a round or squared off face? Let's look at some more examples. There you go, face shape. Do you feel like your face is more rounded or more square? All right. Let's look at page 4, and so we'll just look at each trait real quick. Do you have a cleft chin or not? Cleft chin has the little dimple in here, so it's kind of the chin has a little bump in the middle, and this is more smooth. The no cleft is more smooth. The cleft chin has a small indentation like bump right here, right? So on the worksheet, for a cleft chin, if you have the cleft, if you have the bump, then you would put yes, and you would choose C, and then you would circle C over here for yourself. So this is where you show. Again, this column is where you choose which one you have for each of these traits. As you go along with the worksheet, you can go from page to page and find the trait you need. Here you have hair texture, or do you, let's see here, hair texture. Do you have curly, wavy, or straight hair? Do you have a widow's peak? Widow's peak is the indentation in the center. So you may have to spend some time taking a selfie of yourself to figure this out. All right, and that's for page 1. Let's look at page 2. Page 2, we'll scroll down. This page 2, it says homework. It's not. In this situation, what you're going to do is figure out for each parent which trait do they have. Now you may think, I'm not quite sure. I don't know what my dad would have or my mom or either. And what you can do, just go with your best bet for these, for skin color, hair color, widow's peak, everything down. If you need a reminder, go back to the traits, right? So pages 3 through 9 have all the traits. Here's page 8, right? So if you're like, well, what does my mom have? Does she have, for a lip shape, right? Are the thick lips or thinner lips, right? So if you had to answer that question, you just go down and find it on this list right here, and you say, okay, that's what she has, or that's what he has. Again, if you're not sure, it's okay, but whatever you think your mom has, you choose one of these options here, dominant or recessive, and same for dad. So when you're all done, mom's column, for each trait, one of the letters will be circled for mom, and for each trait for dad, every letter will be circled. Again, if you're not quite sure, just use your best guess.